When it comes to SMMA and the agency space, I've realized that it all comes down to one thing. Okay? So there's one thing that people who are successful in the agency space do, and people who aren't successful in the agency space don't do. And so if you are making this mistake of not doing this thing, then you're really setting yourself up for failure. Okay? Before we get into that, my name is Matt. I built an agency and now I'm building a coaching business, basically teaching people what I did with the agency and still do with the coaching business. And really what we do is we help early stage agency owners hit 10K per month. But back to this, as I said, there's one main thing I have right here that is what people do that they shouldn't be doing. Okay? Maybe this is the reason why you switch from SMMA to dropshipping, and now you're doing Amazon FBA, or now you're doing trading, right? It's actually very, very simple. So I'm not gonna waste any more of time. I'm gonna break it down right now. What it is, I have it right here, is doing shiny object syndrome instead of foundation seeking. Okay? So let me kind of break that down. So first of all, shiny object syndrome is the example I just gave you of seeing something shiny like SMMA and starting it, and then seeing something else shiny like dropshipping and then switching to dropshipping because it's the new shiny thing that you want to do, and then you're doing dropshipping, but then you see Amazon FBA and it's really shiny and it seems really cool and really easy. So you swap to Amazon FBA and then you see trading, swap to trading, etc. Right? So that can happen at the macro level of switching business models, but it can also happen at the micro level, right? So maybe you're in SMMA, you're good with a niche, you're good with whatever, and you're doing cold DMs. And so you do 20 DMs with one script, so then tomorrow you're going to do another 20 DMs, but you're on YouTube one night and you see this new shiny cold DM script. So you switch everything, you change to the new cold DM script, and then you do that for 3 days and you switch again to the new DM script, right? So as you can see, this kind of problem of shiny object syndrome exists at a large level and at a very small macro level. Okay? So the opposite of that is foundation seeking, right? And so with foundation seeking, like every time we see new shiny stimuli, it doesn't interest you. What actually interests you are fundamental truths and first principles that cannot be kind of like further disputed. So take for example, biology, right? So instead of looking for new shiny business models or new shiny DM scripts or shiny niches, looking for fundamental truths that are going to be true today, they're going to be true tomorrow, and they're going to be true in 100 years time. So as I said, biology, right? Using laws from the theory of evolution. So instead of looking for new ad copy and changing your ad copy every single day, because it's like a new shiny thing to see if it works, instead understanding the first principles of the theory of evolution by natural selection and using that in your testing, right? So maybe for example, like, using the scientific method in your Facebook ads for your clients to test things properly and see which ads actually wins. So the first step really to understanding this is giving you some examples. Okay, so what I have here is 3 main examples that I've seen, and you've probably seen too if you've been in the SMMA space, of times where people have had shiny object syndrome and they just kind of jumped onto the new thing. The first one is the med spa niche. And I'm sure many of you are aware of this, is that people jumped on a niche. And so this came from the Thomas Gannett video, right? Thomas Gannett got a super viral video with like 900k views. And from that video, he was cold calling people in the med spa niche. And from that, med spa niche blew up and everybody's shiny objected over to that niche, right? That's the first example. Second one is TikTok ads, right? TikTok ads were the new cool thing that everybody was doing. Facebook ads were old, TikTok ads were cool and new, right? So because of that, everybody migrated over to TikTok ads and stopped doing Facebook ads, right? So these are 2 perfect examples. I mean, if you were there, like, especially with the first one with med spa, if you were there, you could really tell that almost everybody had shiny object syndrome. Everybody just wanted to hop, to switch, and do the new thing. And then the third thing is AAA, which is AI automation agencies. So this is like a big thing that kind of blew up, is this model of doing AI chatbots and stuff instead of doing like marketing. And so when that blew up, tons of people switched from marketing agency to an AI automation agency, right? And there's no real reason to do any of these switches. The only reason that anybody did these switches was based off of shiny object syndrome, of a new shiny thing coming up and people thinking, oh, this is shiny, this is cool, I want to do this, right? So those 3 examples are kind of showing you what not to do, right? Whereas the right thing to do would be to stick to the fundamentals, right? So if you have a proven niche and you have a proven model, like for example, SMMA in, I don't know, the solar niche, right? It doesn't matter if there's anything new or shiny that comes out, right? All we need to be focusing on is core fundamental truths, right? So for example, finding a script and you test it and it's proven, right? And so if that script is proven and you know that if you do 200 cold calls, you're going to book 4 meetings, sticking to that script and doing the cold calls, right? It's really it's that simple, right? This video honestly won't be that long because it is that simple. All we need to do is first define shiny object syndrome, which we've done, and then give you some examples so that you can avoid it, right? So just a quote from Charlie Munger that I fucking absolutely abuse because I think it's amazing is that, and it's all I want to know is where I'll die, so I never go there, right? Quote from Charlie Munger. And so what that means is, just if you know what mistakes that are to make on the road to your success, just by simply knowing that they exist, you won't make that. And so now that you know to basically just not have shiny object syndrome, you're setting yourself up for success. So the next time that you think about changing anything, about changing your niche, your offer, obviously change it. Like if you have a shit offer, I'm not telling you it's shiny object syndrome to change your offer, right? But maybe it's your niche, maybe it's your service delivery, maybe it's like, as I said, going from TikTok ads to Facebook ads, Facebook ads to TikTok ads, maybe switching the entire business model. Just stop and think logically and think like rationally, is this the right thing to do? Or am I just facing shiny object syndrome? Because shiny object syndrome is going to make you switch from thing to thing to thing to thing, because it's the new shiny thing to do. And that new shiny thing is what you think is going to help you hit 10K per month in 30 days, when in reality it's not. And then you're going to hop to the new shiny thing. So just please stop having shiny object syndrome and instead focus on one thing that's proven. And what you should actually be seeking is core fundamental truths that you can use to improve what you already have, instead of the alternative of hopping to a new thing. Okay, so if you found this valuable, please do all the usual stuff, like, comment, subscribe. And if you are an early stage agency owner, meaning you're making between 0 and 5K per month, the first link in the description is for you. Okay? And one last thing, if you just think for a second, this video is it's not that long, but it's maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes. All of your competitors, not all of them, but the majority of your competitors are probably sitting down and scrolling on TikTok right now, right? So props to you, you're already doing the right thing. You just watched a valuable video on what not to do. So now you're not going to make the mistake that majority of people do. Okay? So I'll see you next time.